Hey guys, this is FPL Tips and welcome back to another deadline stream. And let me know if you guys can hear me and see the screen clearly. Okay, someone saying no sound. I don't think there should be no sound. Yeah, can hear. Okay, good to go, good to go. How was my game week? My game week was decent, pretty decent. I had a very small green arrow, so pretty much happy with it. With all the captaincy going wrong. Okay, first question coming in by Varun. Keep Sterling or De Bruyne? I would keep De Bruyne only for the fact that. I fancy him not getting rotated because Pep said so, and also he's on penalties. Otherwise, there's no reason to keep either of them, to be honest, because their numbers haven't been that great either ways. Okay, should I play Vardy or Kufal? Okay, so before we start beginning, I expect and I am pretty much confident that Vardy will get benched tonight. So for the people who have Vardy, you can play him and expect a late goal for him, which is very possible. I am not saying that he'll not be involved in the game at all or something, but he'll be benched for sure. So it's your call. If you can't, if you think that Vardy won't be useful from the bench, then bench him. Uh, Zuma Konsa, Kyle Walker, Peter Kufal, DCA, one players to substitute among them. If you had one player to substitute, I would substitute maybe DCL and take my chances. But apart from that, if I had to, I would substitute Konsa. Uh, Replacement for Zuma, I would go Dyer. I think it's a very easy replacement out there. Chilwell to Robertson for a -4. Do it. Suchek, Kane, DCL in for Glish with a -4. Yeah, fair enough. I like Kane and Suchek. Zuma to Robertson for a hit. Yes, would do that. Hello everyone. I don't have any of the three captain picks. Should I use free hit? No, Chaitanya. Whoever go with the captaincy you have. These are captain preferences that I like. Last time I did not have Mane, but he was my top captain pick. It doesn't. It's not on the basis of what we have or what we don't. It's basis of what I think will be the best captaincy option this week. Zuma for Kufal. I wouldn't go Kufal for Zuma. I don't think that's the thing. I would go Dyer if I had to. Target or Robertson with a -4. If yes, then who? Uh, yeah, go with Robertson. I think over Trent. Is his son still worth holding on to considering the Spurs are creating? Yeah, I think it's fair enough to hold on him for the next two game weeks. So long term, I think I would probably ditch him after the double game week. Hmm. Should I get in Suchek for Bowen? No, I think Bowen is fair enough. I think Antonio is fit and he might get some game time tonight. So looking out for that as well. Martinez, McCarthy, Chilwell, Calvaco, Peters suggestions. Shardul, I don't see really changes required. Maybe Mitchell to Johnson if you have him. Everyone who has Mitchell can start. I think KL is out, so there's a chance that Mitchell starts. But I also fancy Johnson as a long term pick, even for the double game week. Apart from that, I would remove Portens or James Ward-Prowse to El Ghazi if you don't have Grealish. The rest looks fine. I think maybe Salah is missing out, so you probably look at Salah in your team. Mitansh, those transfers won't carry off. Any transfer you make before hitting free hit won't carry off. So make sure you plan your transfers for game week 19 in game week 17. Whatever you make in 18 will not be counting if you play free hit. Kevin De Bruyne to Son, I would not do that. I have the exact same dilemma. I mean, it depends on your team structure. If you want to captain him or you fear the rank too much, you can go for him. But I think it's a too much problem to me because uh, I don't fancy the Tottenham attack. I saw the match and they barely created anything for Son. Yes, there were two chances for him, but that's it. I think I fancy De Bruyne, knowing that he'll start against Everton, who are defensively not that great at home. So I'll take my chances of De Bruyne this week again. Matip is out for the next two games, so if you have him, probably remove him. Reese Williams is a very straightforward swap if you want Liverpool defenders. With Aguero coming back, will Kevin De Bruyne still be on pens? Yes. Uh, for the blank game, we guess get City and Spurs defenders. Should I replace Podence? Yes, if you have him, probably to Neto or Cavaliero. There are other options in El Ghazi is there. You can go for Suchek as well. There are a lot better options. I think Neto from the same team is a better option. DCL or Callum Wilson, DCL. Cancelo, Chilwell, Kufal, Dallas, Dyer. Who three to start? I would start Cancelo, Chilwell and take a punt on Dyer. I think Fulham might settle to a 1-0 or a 0-0. Grealish to El Ghazi, better stats and also on pens. The problem with Grealish to El Ghazi is that it's a blatant transfer. It's also is almost like wasting a transfer because on any given day, Grealish can outperform El Ghazi very easily. So if you have too much of free transfers and no other fires to put out, you can take the chance. But someone like me, I would not do the sideways moves because I think Grealish is still more creative when it comes to chance creations and eh, chance creation specifically and big chances created. Apart from that, all other stats do prefer El Ghazi. So if it's someone like Zaha to or maybe Neto to some an Aston Villa player, I would go Grealish. I would go El Ghazi. Also, the fact that the fixtures are not that great, so it's not an actually upside chase move. It's just a sideways transfer. Avoid if you can, but if you still have nothing to transfer, you can go for it. Bruno captain pick. I wouldn't trust Bruno at home against Wolves. Wolves I know are defensively doing decent at the moment. If you have Bruno, if you don't have any other option, go for it. There's nothing harm with it, but I wouldn't go as a standout captaincy this week. Lookman or Angisia or March or Helder Costa. Lookman, I think even if you can go Rafina, go there. Chilwell is in starting, play Kufal or Chilwell. There is a chance that Chilwell isn't starting. I can't be very sure. I think Emerson will start. So if I did suggest Chilwell up above somewhere, you can probably replace him. But there's a chance that he's benched. Yeah, true, fair enough. I think Jorginho is starting. I know for sure Kalamat Adoy is starting. Maybe Giroud is starting. Pulisic is also starting. I also expect Aspilicueta to start over James this game week. One to sub Kufal Tire, Calvo Capita Dallas. I think if I had to sub one, I would sub Calvo Capitas. Kevin De Bruyne to Mane and Neko Williams to Taylor for a -4. I would do that for sure. I think the Mane move is a good one. McCarthy or Meslier. I prefer Meslier. I think West Brom don't have the output. They can counter Leeds. Yes, they can, but I don't think they will be such a difficult opposition to Leeds. Zaha replacement. If you have Zaha, maybe go to El Ghazi if you don't have Grealish. But personally, I would hold Zaha, especially now that he has a fixture in the blank game week. DCL or Callum, DCL, Captain Fernandez, Son or Kane don't have Salah. I think Fernandez or Kane. Uh, I think Fulham is a Kane fixture, so if Spurs score, it has to be through Kane. But if you don't trust Spurs, go with Fernandez. Lamptey or out. Lamptey is out for the next two games, so you probably remove him for someone like Dyer, Kufal, or Stones. I know Stones can possibly get benched this week as well, but I would take my chances on Stones because I know he'll play the next four after that. So even if he gets benched this week or you're going double up on City defense, I think it's fair enough. Curtis Jones is not a differential. I think he's barely involved, and he's the worst player in the Liverpool lineup at the moment. So I wouldn't go there at all. Yeah, if you want Bruno, you will have to sacrifice one of the premiums, and to sacrifice Kane for Bruno is a perfect move in my opinion. Son or Bruno, who's the better captain? I think Son because he has an easier fixture relatively. McCarthy or Martinez? If you have McCarthy, play McCarthy. But since everyone of people like me who have only Martinez, go ahead with it. I don't see it as a very big problem, even if Chelsea score three. I think there will be a lot of save points possible. Can you please tell me the teams who have a double game week next time? Chetan, you can probably look at the post. I think I've posted something which reflects teams who have a double game week. And the top of it, I think Fulham, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, West Brom, Burnley, West Ham, Leeds, Southampton, Leicester. These are the teams that have a double game week. Taylor or House? I think House is a better option. He's scoring. He has a very in the defenders. He has the highest expected goals and I maybe the third highest or fourth highest expected goal involvements. Who will replace Matip? I think Reece Williams, who replaced him, subbed in last night, will replace him. Matip surprisingly was away from that 40 seconds away from the clean sheet. He would have been having four more points. It was really unlucky if you are a Matip owner. DCL, Callum Wilson, and Suchek. Only two. Suchek and DCL. Should I sub Bowen? No, play him. I think there's no major injury around him. Who should I start between Martinez and McCarthy? McCarthy, if you have him. I bought Tammy. He got. And he's going to get benched, yes. Next game week, he might play, but as of now, he might get benched. According to you, if you have him, you can play him. Suchek or El Ghazi? El Ghazi, Bednarek, Justin, Alioski, or Cresswell. Cresswell, I think Justin and Bednarek in that order. I wouldn't play Alioski. Maybe over Bednarek, I would play Alioski, but I think Bednarek offers some goal value. Aguero is a starter this game week. I expect him to start this week. Martinelli or Suchek who to start? I think Martinelli if you have him. Captain Salah, Bruno, Kane, Son. I think I've already mentioned my captain pick, so go according to it. DCL, Callum Wilson, Suchek. Ishan, I've answered it. Play Taylor or Kufal. Taylor. Will Stones start? I'm going with Cancel and Stones. I don't really think that Stones will start this game as well. Although he was benched in the UCL, so there's a chance that maybe Diaz has rotated with and Stones and Laporte play. Although if you have Stones, take your chances and definitely play him. How about Watkins for third striker? I can save money and better defenders get Son for Grealish, and most matches won't play Watkins. As a third striker, if you won't play Watkins, there's no point spending so much. You can probably go to Brewster or someone like Benteke, who's posting great numbers. If you want to take a punt on an attacker at 5.5, I think I would prefer Benteke over Welbeck at the moment. Kane captain is a good replace Obagna with defender with 5.7. I think go with the City defenders. Keep Pulisic, yes, I think he will get to form when he's playing on the left wing tonight. Kane to Vardy, not this week. Next week, definitely. Hey Darpit, I have Cresswell, James, Diaz, Saiz, Grealish, Son, De Bruyne, Salah, Bowen, Bamford. Two transfers probably. If you, but even Saiz is playing. I think fair enough team. If you want to change Bowen, you can go and downgrade it to someone. And apart from that, you can look to a punt on DCL for wood. Use only one transfer, Darpit, and I think you can figure out the rest is very fine. Defense teams for game week 19. We'll discuss game week 19 on another stream. I think Lukman or Angesia will be also at KDB to start. I expect him to start, yes. Suchik or Rafina. Grealish is in or out for a -1. Who to replace him with? I think play him. There's no need to replace him. Remove Kevin De Bruyne for Bruno. Yes, I would do that. For Bruno, yes. Zaha replacement, probably hold if you can't go to someone like El Ghazi or Rashford. What's your strategy for the blanks and doubles? My strategy is going to be navigate through the free transfers. I think I might just be inclined to play free hit in 18, but nothing apart from that. Robertson for a -4 for Walker. Yes, it's worth it. Bench Grealish or DCL for Kufal. Bench DCL. I think Vardy captain, Son vice captain. Tane, if you want to go with it, go. But I expect Vardy to get benched. Zaha already answered Zaha replacements. There's two players to start: Justin Kufal, Kyle Walker, Peter Struch. Go with Struch. I think Justin, and then start Kufal. Kane to Vardy. Not this week. Aguero, I think he'll start. Uh, Justin Kufal target who to start. I think Justin and Kufal hold or sell DCL. Depends on you entirely. I would hold him only because of the fact that he has a blank fixture and not playing free hit. For someone who's playing free hit in 18, there's no reason to hold on to him. Then sell him. Good midfielder for 5.5. Rafina, I think Suchek, and if you have some money, Neto. I have McCarthy, Stones, Dyer, Justin Kilman, Mitchell. Do I make any changes or save up the transfer? Maybe Mitchell to Johnson if you have two free transfers. Otherwise, save. Yeah, good enough punt. I'm not sure if it's a good enough punt from Rafinha to Kevin De Bruyne. I think Kevin De Bruyne will definitely outscore Rafinha. Barnes or Mount, I would go Barnes this week, especially that I know that he'll start. Who to bench? I would bench. I would play Dyer, Dallas, and one of Kufal or Kyle Walker. Bench Johnson for sure. Alioski, Kufal in for Cancelo. In for Cancelo, no, play Cancelo if you have him. Sub DCL for Neto, yeah, you can do that. I think Wolves has very relatively an easy fixture. Holding or Bellerin for the next two games. Holding. Kane or Aguero for 1 week punt. Aguero is captain Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Keep a Chilwell will keep, in my opinion, if you have him. Or if you bought him recently, then you can look for replacement. But it's fair enough to keep him. Bowen or Neto. Uh, Sterling to start. I expect Sterling to start. I think Torres might. There is a chance that they might stick to the same lineup where they start Aguero instead of playing some false nine thing. And maybe I expect Mahrez to start as well. So if they go inverted forwards, then Sterling on the left, Mahrez on the right. But if they go to a standard forward lineup, then maybe we can see Mahrez getting benched again. Will Matip play? No, Martinelli or Saka. I think Saka is more creative. If you want to take a punt on Martinelli, your call. Wilson or Suchek? Suchek when it's a double game week 19, mate. I brought in Stooge. Is it a good buy? Yes, I think for 3.9 it's a good buy. What about size now that the players are bound to be rotated? Size, I think the Wolves defense is not that bound to be rotated. There's a chance that Marcel might have picked up a knock or some slight injury and he might be rotated. I think size is pretty much nailed on with his performance last night. Uh, Sub DCL for Neto, yes. Holding or Bellerin answered that. Robertson was -4, yes. I don't have free transfers. Should I take a -4 to bring in Mane for Kevin De Bruyne? No, don't do that. I think Kevin De Bruyne is perfectly fine. Although, yes, but I have slight fear that Mane will still outscore Salah this week, but nevertheless, I would play with whoever I have in my team, and De Bruyne is perfectly fine for that. Yeah, I think Aguero will start. Son Bruno Salah captain, already mentioned it on the stream, I guess. Is Burke a good player to have? I don't think he has a low back spasm injury right now, so I don't see him starting for the 19 game week as well. If he doesn't start 18, I don't see him starting in 19. Or if he doesn't start in 17, definitely not in 18 as well. Cho or El Ghazi for a 1 week punt, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Aguero, my captain, got him for -4. Definitely a good punt in my opinion. Grealish son, Bruno Salah, Bamford, who to captain Salah. I think good defender to bring in after the blank game week. Already have Stones, Matip, Dyer, Kyle Walker-Peters, and Ailing. After the blank game week, that's a tough call. Maybe bring in back James. I think Chelsea still have a decent run of fixtures. Will Rashford start? I think the Rashford shoulder injury is not confirmed, and there will be a press conference after the deadline, so can't really comment about the Rashford injury. Any chance Sterling will get rotated? Confused between keeping one De Bruyne or Sterling. One game week move only. I think I would keep De Bruyne and remove Sterling if it's a one game week move. Tariq Lamptey is definitely out. Uh, Grealish or El Ghazi. El Ghazi is the preferred one, but don't make a sideways move. Captain Son or Salah. Salah. Triple captain Kane. Don't triple captain anyone in a single game week. Uh, Taylor, Aston Villa or Burnley. Taylor is from the Burnley guy, not the Aston Villa guy. Should I not do any transfer? This giving a save for 18 or remove Kevin De Bruyne for Bruno? Don't do any transfers in my opinion. I have Salah, Son, Kane, Bruno. So if you're confused, go with Salah. Ailing replacements, play him this week. I expect a clean sheet. Should be in clean sheet against West Brom. So you can probably play him this week. It could either go 1-1 or 2-1 to Leeds, or it could be just 1-0 or 2-0 to Leeds. If I at max, if West Brom score, I think one on a very good counter, but that's also very less possibility. If they get set pieces, yes, there's a chance because Leeds are bad at set pieces. Will Abraham start? No, I don't think so. I think Giroud will start. Should I replace? Keep Cavalieri or replace? Keep for the fifth midfielder spot. Remove Candebrana and DCL for Vardy and take a hit for Sun. No. Maybe Sun next week, not this week, because Vardy isn't going to start. Start Justin or Cresswell. I'm being very confident on Vardy, but I could be completely wrong with Vardy and he could start. I mean, take a chances, but I'm almost 80% sure that he won't be starting tonight. Uh, Rodrigo or Wood or Adams? Wood for a punt. I have 4 game week 18 players and 11 double game week players. Should I go for 6 players for game week 18 and 13 double game week players? It depends on the strategy. If you're bench boosting, then 13 is decently fine. Otherwise, you can probably free hit in 18 as well. Go Robertson and still who to get out? Kevin De Bruyne out for Rafinha or Suchek? I think I would keep Kevin De Bruyne. DCL bench and play 4 defenders. Fair enough if you don't fancy Everton to score. Chilwell playing, there's a chance that he's getting benched tonight. Can't really comment on Chilwell because I'm not very confident, but I think there is a chance that he gets benched. Aguero for a -4 for captaincy. Yeah, fair enough if you're captaining him. You already did art for test. I think you premium. Will Mahrez start? Tough call because if they play inverted forwards, I don't. I see him starting. If they don't play inverted forwards, I don't see him starting. Suchek or Rafinha? Rafinha, best midfielder for 5.2 or under. I already have Suchek. There's no better midfielder than Suchek. Maybe look at Cavaliero, but I think he's 5.3 or 4. Or maybe Lookman. Apart from that, there's nothing good. Suchek, Bowen, DCL play. I think Bowen and DCL. Will Tammy start doubtful? Should I change anything in your team? Aditya Mundra, probably Wilson. Apart from that, nothing. I think fair enough team to hold on to. Uh, you think Chilwell? No, I think Son or Rashford. I think for the next two Son, but I would bring in Rashford for the double game week. Safest game week for triple captain, double game week obviously Kshitij. Suchek or WordPress in the playing 11, WordPress. Will Mahrez play or should I bring in Zaha? That's a tough call. I would take if you have Mahrez, if anyone on the chat has Mahrez, uh, probably play him this week and take a chance. Irrespectively of if he scores or not, if he plays or not, probably remove him as soon as he's done with the game week. If you have him, I would play him this week. I wouldn't buy him for sure. And irrespective of how he performs, I would remove him. Remove him next game week. And also, people we have almost 100 people watching and only 30 likes. And if you're liking the stream, make sure you hit the like button. Callum Wilson or Curtis Jones who to start? Curtis Jones probably. I don't fancy Callum Wilson anyways. Is Kane to Vardy a good move? Already have some. No, not this week. Next week, yes, definitely. I haven't got Fernandez. Should I bring him in? Yes, you should. I think he's a good player to buy, especially with all of the premium assets. I think Bruno is one of the assets you want to hold on to. Timely replacement game week 17 onwards. Probably take a punt on Wood or go for Adams or Bamford if you don't have them. Jesus Shantanu, who should I captain? Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, Son, Salah if you're in doubt. and play Target, Brewster, or Bissouma. I don't think any one of them apart from Target will play. Maybe take a chance on Brewster if you have him first, and then sub Target as your first sub. Stones, Diaz, Suchek, which two to start. Stones and Diaz, I think. Stones and Diaz, in my opinion. City double, obviously, if you have him. Should I play Neto, Reece James, or Reece Williams? Williams, I think, and then Neto in that order. I expect James to be benched, so don't take the chance. If you play James, there is a chance that he comes on in the 75th minute or the 85th minute if we are winning, and then he could just get a point or a two. He could also come and get an assist, but I won't take the chance. What's my move is a very good question, Varun, but I honestly don't know what's my move. And it's a game week where I was thinking initially De Bruyne to Son, but then the way Tottenham performed last night, I am not very convinced to go that way. The other move, I have to use my move somewhere. I'm not sure if I'm going to be free hitting in 18 or not. So TCL to someone doesn't make sense either. I think I'm going to stick to Mitchell to Johnson, and that will be my only move this week. Kevin De Bruyne son in I think we've already explained all the pros and cons of Kevin De Bruyne son. I think I would hold on to Kevin De Bruyne for another week. Chelsea watch along tonight. We'll discuss this after the deadline stream is over. I might have to even end it early tonight. Should I free hit in 18 only if I have 4 players starting that week? It depends on you. I have 5 people starting in that week. Probably will have to free hit. Hey FPL Penguin, should I captain Bamford? It's a very high risk captain, especially with the way West Brom performed. I wouldn't do that move. Um, Should I start Bowen or Barnes this week? Barnes DCL to Cavani. Cavani will start one of the next two games. You can take a punt. I would do that for a long term move. Keep both Son and Kane. I don't see the value there. If not DCL replacement, if not Antonio, Adams, Bamford, Wood. There are Marshall. There are a lot of people to go to. I have Martinez and Steer planning to upgrade Steer to Leno. Villa have tough fixtures and Arsenal have decent one. I don't fancy Arsenal defense. Your call, totally your call. I wouldn't fancy it. Rashford or Son. I would fancy Son for the next two, then Rashford. Kevin De Bruyne, Wilson, Rafinha, Kane in. Wouldn't do that. Yeah, probably this week, but long term, I'm not confident if Kane will outscore De Bruyne. Replacement of Vestergaard and De Bruyne. I would hold De Bruyne. Vestergaard is Dyer, Kufal, probably someone like Stones. Get Robertson or keep De Bruyne. Keep De Bruyne for this week. Watkins to Adams or Antonio next week for double game week 19. Antonio without a doubt. Bench one of Justin, Suchek, and Lukman. Bench Lukman, I think. WordPress or Suchek this week. WordPress keep Grealish if Villa performs well. I think Villa will perform well. Not in the Chelsea game. I'm not expecting a lot from Villa in the Chelsea game, but especially in the United and Tottenham game, I think Villa will outperform both of the sides, and I think there's a chance that Grealish gets some points there as well. Um, Start two among Adams and Suchek and Rafinha. Rafinha and Adams sell Mitchell. I think Mitchell or Ryan this week. As Ryan is going, Ryan. I think Ryan is a priority to sell. Is Grealish a long-term good pick? Not as much as El Ghazi at the moment. Bench DCL or James Ward-Prowse. That's a 50-50 call. I would bench DCL. Will DCL start? I expect him to start. Is Konsa started? Expect to start. Yes, with the Mings red card, I expect him to start. DCL to Adams and Son to Bruno. Yeah, fair enough move. Is Che Adams a good buy at 6.1? Already have Bamford. Yes, I think it's a decent buy, especially with the double game week. Sell Regulion, Kyle Walker Peter for Dyer. Kyle Walker Peters, I wouldn't sell Regulion. He looked good inside the box as well last night. Watkins or Mope? Watkins. Mope is a troll, mate. He's not going to start most games. When he starts, he's not going to perform. So it's fair enough if we don't buy him. Bench Kufal or Bednarik. 50-50 call. They play against each other. Will Struce play? Yes, I think he will play. I think Cooper is still out for another 2 weeks. So yeah, he should be playing. Will Barkley finally play? He won't play this game because he's playing against his parent club, which is Chelsea. So he won't be starting this one. He's fit. I think he's 100% fit now. Do you think it's worth taking a risk with Reese Williams or Nat Phillips? I think with Williams, it's worth the risk. Meslier or McCarthy in goal. Meslier if you have him this week. Adams or Antonio. Antonio. I own Son and Kane. Whom should I get rid of? Totally depends on your team, Mr. Jen. Martinez or Fabianski for this week. Fabianski if you have him. Which goalkeeper should I start? Martinez or McCarthy? McCarthy. If you have Martinez this week, you probably want to bench him. I don't see Chelsea not scoring against Aston Villa at all. Reece James of Ailing this week. Ailing. Uh, Put into 11. Bench James if you have him. Is Kane to Vardy in 17 and Stoots to James a good move? Yes, definitely. Wilson to Adams, I like that move. Hello from Kuala Lumpur says Alif. Firmino or Marshall? Marshall. Sell Benrama or Callum Hudson, I think. For Callum Hudson-Odoi, yes, I would take that punt for this week. Salah, there is no chance that Salah is rotated, and there is no reason why I would call Fulham as a better fixture than Newcastle, because it's not like Fulham have been very atrocious defensively. I think they've posted good numbers, and Newcastle also have considered a fair amount of chances. Ailing over James this week. Ben Chilwell for Ailing, 50-50 call. If Chilwell starts, he's going to be much better. So it's a tough call you will have to take as a manager. Will Cancelo start? I expect him to start because there's no right back at the moment in City. Martinelli or Neto, who to bench? I would bench Neto over Martinelli this week. Martinelli not a good shot, but a decent shot because they play Brighton. Long term, no. Kane to Aguero now a week or next. This week, if you want to captain Aguero, but apart from that, next week Kane to Vardy is a better move. Uh, Bruno or Kane captain? Kane. Diaz, Bellerin, Dallas, Kufal, and Robbo who to bench. I think out of the lot, maybe Kufal. I think who's Kufal and then Bellerin bench. Antonio in contention. Yes, he's back in the squad. He might get some minutes in this game week. Right time to sell Sun Kane pair aren't posting good numbers for a few weeks now. The right time was 4 or 5 weeks ago when the world owned them, and now people are getting back to them. So if you sell them now, you probably will lose rank. Kane or Salah captain? I would go Salah. Vice captain Bruno. I don't have a Kane Aguero. Yes, definitely. Fabianski, Ailing, Reece James, Watkins on the bench. Anyone to put in the 11? Fabianski, if you have Martinez in your 11. Apart from that, none. Replacement for Welbeck, I have 1.4 in the bank. Probably go Wood as a replacement for short term. Play Justin over or Cresswell. That's a tough call. I think Cresswell because there is always assist potential with Cresswell. Double city defense with Stones and Diaz long term. Yes, Regulion or Diaz this week. Diaz, I would fancy the city defense all day. Who to play, Suchek or Kufal? Tough call. I would play 50. I would play Kufal if I had both. Fabianski for Ryan is a good move. Yes, I think. Antonio Goodbines for 17. Not for 17, probably for 19. Yes. Should I keep Kevin De Bruyne? Your call. I'm keeping him. I think if you're very confused with your moves and you're not confident, don't make those moves. Who's your captain, bro? I haven't made my moves, mate. So I will first of all need to sort out my team and then think about a captain. I will also. That's the reason we started this team earlier. Might as well end it early today. Any West Ham player to have in this in the team this week? I don't think so. There's a necessity to have a West Ham player this week. Sun, hold on to Sun. Yes, hold on to Sun for the next two. McCarthy or Martinez. McCarthy. Um, Bench boost in 19. Yes, if your team allows it. Yes. Kevin De Bruyne, Lamptey to Son and Robertson. You already have Trent and Kane, or Kevin De Bruyne, Lamptey to Mane and 5.1. Mane and 5.1. Kane or Salah? I would go Salah. If I had both, I would go Salah. Chat. Let's say what do you guys think? Should we go De Bruyne to Son this week or hold on to that move for another week? How fit is Antonio? Will he back for double game? Yes, he'll be back for the double game week. If he's not injured again, yes, he will. Hold says Stelios. Hold on says Abhishek as well. Hold says I think a couple of people are saying hold. Captain Salah, Bruno Salah. Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling wouldn't do the sideway move. 5.4 keeper for bench boost. Johnston is a must-have if you're doing bench boost that week. Okay, gut move says Varun. I think I'm gonna hold on to think that's the gut I have. I think Kevin De Bruyne will do good in this game week, and I wouldn't be depressed even if that move doesn't work out because I'm gonna get Sun next week and probably will captain him to chase the rank anyways. Are you free hitting in game week 18 or 19? No, I'm not. If he blanks this week, then sell Kevin De Bruyne for sure. Yes. Bednarek or Stones. Okay, the second move, then I probably will be using one of my free transfers. There are two ways we can go do this. We can either go Mitchell to Johnson, which is a fair enough move in my opinion because it also allows me to go double defense for uh, for that game double game week 19. Or I could actually make a move from DCL to someone else, and then actually could plan a free hit for game week 18. Watch along for Chelsea Villa, that is possible. I can only confirm it about 9:30 or 10. So, but yes, I am planning a watch along for Chelsea versus Villa. Is Ings fit? No. Son to Grealish? No, wouldn't do that. Best two keepers for bench boost. I think I would stick to the one you have, maybe McCarthy or Martinez, and then bring in Johnston. Chris Wood and Zuma or Aguero and defender under 5 million. Aguero and defender under 5 million. Uh, how can you see your game week rank? You can see your game week rank on your leagues. I think you will see an overall league there. Someone saying start Neto, don't do free hit now, says a lot of people. Lamptey to Kufal or bench Lamptey and play Dallas. Play Dallas, but Lamptey to someone is a good move. I think probably uh, go for Stones. Uh, Aryan says Kevin De Bruyne plus Grealish out for Rashford plus Sandra. With Rashford's doubt and Son's form, I wouldn't do that. I would hold on to that exact same move this week, and if they're fit, I'll do it next week. Areola to get points for Spurs, yeah, I think safe point. I don't think there's going to be safe points. If there's a clean sheet, yes, but Spurs barely shoot on the goal, so I don't think there's safe points. Greenwood will start this match. I don't. I'm not very confident of that. I think he might not. DCL move, says Varun. We'll have to figure out the DCL move. The problem with the DCL move is then I will have to set a team in 17 where I will have to bring in players I want. I want my team to have a Chelsea attacker, ZH or Pulisic, which I'm planning, which I can't do in 17. So let's say I'm doing it in 19. Apart from that, I think my defense is pretty much sorted, so I wouldn't change there. Uh, I think I've De Bruyne as well for 19. It's a tough call. I mean, there are two moves that I will have to make. Let's make the DCL move. Let's take the chance. I can do DCL out for Brewster and Burke out for Zaha as well. So that's a move possible as well. Well, let's say who's the likely replacement for Calvert-Lewin at 7.6. DCL to Tammy won't do that. Bench DCL or Kufal. Bench Kufal. Always play the attacking player. Will James start? No. Kyle Walker Peters Adams who to start? Adams. Robertson Dyer Dallas Kufal. Who can I bench? You can bench out of the lot Kufal. DCL for Wood a good option. Yes, a good differential option. Will Vardy start? No. I don't think so. He'll start. Triple captain Salah in double game week. Yes. DCL to Watkins. Yeah, if you don't have Grealish or El Ghazi, do it. Neto or Watkins? That's a tough call. I would start maybe Watkins, but it's a 50-50 call. Dyer or Regulion, I would start Dyer. Will Rashford start? I don't think so. There's a chance that he'll get rotated. Depends on his shoulder injury. He's carrying that shoulder injury for now 4 game weeks, so can't really be sure. DCL for Anthony and double would be a good idea. Yes, in the for the double, it would be a good idea. That is the reason I'm not very confident of making this move. Let's see who can we take a punt on from the attacking slot. I think it's only Wood we can take a punt on against Sheffield United, which I'm not very confident of. The other punt is probably Wilson is out of slot. Watkins is not there. There's no one to take a punt on from. Maybe Cavani, but I don't fancy him. Maybe Marshall. DCL to Rodrigo. I don't fancy a double up on Leeds against West Brom. West Brom did very well, and I think they're going to stick to the game plan. Bruno or Salah for the captaincy is Salah. Target and Justin. I don't know what you want to do with it. Probably play Justin. Who can I get WordPress? I have zero point 0.7 in the bank. I think hold on to WordPress if you don't have Grealish, go El Ghazi. Maybe you can look at Barnes if you don't have him or Mount. Madison is also a decent number. I think Madison is for the top in the top 4 for shots, penalty touches, big chances created, and he's doing really well. If you don't have a lesser asset, you can look at Madison as well. Start Kufar if you don't have better options. Kevin De Bruyne or Son for captaincy. Maybe Son. Kevin De Bruyne is a risky one this week. Use chips or save for later. It depends on your team, Rishi. I'm exactly the dilemma I have. I can either use it or save it for later. There's no hard fast rule for this. You will have to go according to your team. Blank game week 28 and double game week 29 is going to be bigger than 18-19 game weeks. I think it's going to be blank 29 and double game week 26. Yeah, I think they're going to be bigger. Is Aubameyang a good option? No, I don't think so. Should I replace Benteke to Woods? I would keep Benteke. You can if it's a free transfer, not for it. I would keep Benteke if I had him. Although still worth having Kane and Son both. No, I don't think it's worth having both. Uh, Hi Shreyas, Martinez, Robertson, and De Bruyne, Bruno, Salah, Adams, DCL, one free transfers or bang the transfer this week. I think will Reese play unlikely. Fabianski or Meslier. Uh, Great team Steelers. I don't think there's any need of changing anything at the moment. Kevin De Bruyne to Mane and double. That's also a very good possible move. What's your strategy for the game week 18 and 19? Pretty much simple. I'm planning on to doing maybe a free hit for 18. Nothing for 19. I'm just going to put in 11 or 8, 9 or 11 players having a double game week. Reese or Neko for Matt Reese. Uh, Mahrez Wilson out for Suching and Lacazette. Don't do that this week. I would play Mahrez this week if I have him. Will Johnson price rise because I will get him later on now? Can't say that for later. Sorry, mate. Son or Fernandez and Suchek for Bowen and Mount. Yeah, I would do that for sure. Stone's a good pick, yes. Uh, Lenore, Robertson, Diaz, Dyer, Stones, Kevin De Bruyne, Grealish, DCL, Bamford. Pretty much a good team. Abhi, any chips required to qualify for the FPL Cup? Oh yeah, there's the FPL Cup this week. So everyone who's interested in that, there's no chips required for it. We have over 100 people watching, guys, and if you haven't already hit the and smash the like button, do it and show some support for the stream. Prefer Lacazette or Kane? I prefer Kane all day. Start Taylor or Neto. Start the attacking player. Bigger blank game week. You mean more teams playing less? Yes. There will be less teams play less matches than in the blank game week 18. So basically, game week 29 will have less matches than game week 18. How to enter cup? You just have to be ranked under what about 4 million. Replace Grealish to El Ghazi. No, I wouldn't do that sideways move. Start Zaha or Klitsch. How many transfers should you wouldn't do that Zaha to Klitsch? How many transfers should you say for the blank game week? Depends on your strategy. Totally upon your strategy, mate. Is it risky to bring in Antonio for Adams? I'm on a wild card, but I don't trust his fitness. Yeah, it is risky. Probably play Adams and then later on you can bring in Antonio. Is Meslier a better than pick than McCarthy in double game week? Yeah, I think maybe. I don't fancy McCarthy as a long term pick if you're on a wild card. Rishi says his overall rank is 3825. That's a great rank and doesn't want to lose rank. I'm not sure what question are you pinning it onto, but probably if you can mention it again. If you use up your free hit and for 18, then how will you be dealing with the bigger blank game week? But the fact is that I will have a wild card back then. I will be using it, so I can probably use some bench players and plan my team accordingly. Yes, doesn't matter. Does not have a long term injury. Start Kufal or Wilson Kufal. Keeping chess for blank game week 18 and 28, maybe 33. I think if you're confused, there's no need. If you have certainly 5 6 players playing, then you probably want to keep your chips. I think I'll not be using my free transfer or DCL this week. I will probably remove Mitchell, take a replacement in terms of Struge. Let's say Struge or Johnson. That's also a dilemma of its own. Will we have a big double game week in 26? Yes, we have. We will have possibly bigger double game week in 26. If you have a good bench boost team now, Rishi probably play it. Uh, who to bench? Taylor, Suchek, Kufal, and Suchek if you can. Ben Johnson sure to start over Balbuena. I think he's playing in a wing back role, so I think Johnson will start over a while. But at least at 3.9, if he starts a couple of games, I would buy it. Hold Martin, and it's on a free transfer, which I'm totally. I have no place to use it, so it's okay. Hold Martinez definitely. There's no need to sell him. Is holding James a good move? If it's James Rodriguez, no. Reese James, yes. Meslier or Martinez for this week. Meslier. Start Kyle Walker-Peters or Charlie Taylor. Charlie Taylor, Kyle Walker-Peters, I would say. Uh, start Kyle Walker-Peters or Kufal this week. 50-50. They're playing against each other. How about using bench boost option in double game? Yeah, perfectly fine. That's when you want to use your bench boost. Mane or De Bruyne for captain. If you have Mane, go differential. Bednarik or Balbuena. 50-50. Will cancel or start? I expect him to start. Should I play Target and Justin? Uh, Justin, I think, not both. Maybe Justin. How is Chris Wood is a good differential? Definitely. And if you have him, yeah, play him. Should I get Angisa for the extra money or Lookman for the extra money looking for attacking more attacking? I would go Lookman. Bowen or Rafinha, who to start? Rafinha, Target and Justin's Bhattacharya. If you have both, play both. If you don't, if you have to play one of them, play Justin. Vardy to Kane, fair enough move this week, honestly, but I would want Vardy again for Game Week 17. There is definitely rotation risk around Stones. Maybe he'll play 4 out of 5 games. Replace Mings with Dyer, Stones, Diaz according to your budget. Will Laka be nailed on moving forward? Even if he's nailed on, I wouldn't buy him. Sell Benrama, yes, if you have him, sell him. If I don't use chips in 18 and 19, I'm not sure what your question is. If you don't use your chips, probably use it in 26, 29, and it's fair enough. Great shout if yes for room, don't sell him this week. I'm sure a lot of people will use chips early. Yes, and there's a lot of rank to be covered, and it's only half way down the line, so I wouldn't be. I am also more inclined to not use my chip. Silva or Dyer? Dyer. Is Antonio good? Gonna be fit soon? Yeah, he's gonna be fit this week. Watkins hold or sell? Probably hold. He's performing decent overall. His stats are great. DCL to Vardy and downgrade Kevin De Bruyne. Not this week. Should I start Matip? He's injured. You probably don't want to. He'll get subbed off automatically. What pros of out for Madison? Yeah, that's a fair move. I like Madison as a punt as well. Maybe he's rested this week, which I firmly believe that he will. But overall, he's a decent punt. Kane or Salah, De Bruyne or Son to replace DCL. Uh, Replace DCL first. Walker Peters, Dallas, Robertson, Justin, James. Who to start? Robertson, Dallas, and probably Justin. Should I play Charlie Taylor or Ailing? Ailing. DCL to Adams and Lamptey to Robertson. Yes, do it. Get Robbo in and downgrade Kevin De Bruyne not this week. Any last minute team news about any team? No, I don't think I have any news. It's only the Leicester news that we were talking about. I feel Kevin De Bruyne and City are playing well, just unlucky. Yes, maybe with Aguero it will change up things. Martinez, Son, Podence, Body, Bamford. Thoughts? I think there's slightly problem this week because Mitchell may not play. Chilwell won't be playing. I think uh, Podence is a decent option, not great. The midfield apart from that is great, and even Vardy might be rested. Will Alderweireld start? Yeah, I think there's no. He's a nailed on player, guys. I don't think there's a rotation risk around him. Bamford over Sun for captaincy wouldn't go there. Adams or Ward-Prowse? Play Adams. Kane or Sun? This week Kane, but overall Sun. Should I sub Calvert-Lewin and play Wilson? No. El Ghazi as a sub six punt. I would do that. Kane or Sun? Sun long term. I will make my move, and I think we will have to wrap up the stream soon. Do you have any stats about top captaincy picks? We don't get stats about top captaincy before the game week. For obviously after the game week, we will get them. Uh, Rashford, Horror, Sell, hold. I think should I replace Mings to Robertson with a -4? Yes. For this week, you get Stones. I think rookie. Vardy, DCL, Bamford. Any transfers I can make? Maybe Vardy to Aguero for a 1 week punt. Apart from that, DCL to Wood or Adams is also good. Bamford as a cap for differential isn't a differential this week to me. Hold Cancelo, yes, definitely hold Cancelo. There's no need to sell him. He's been starting game week in and out at the moment. I'm making my transfer. I'm doing Mitchell to Johnson, and I'll be setting my team. I think we'll be wrapping up the stream early tonight, and because I have some urgent other commitments. Lante keep a sell. Keep Che Adams or get Watkins. Keep Che. Will Stones play considering he had 2 90 minutes continuous? He can, but there will be rotation at some point with the City team. Regulon or Dyer, who is good? Regulon. Wasn't the deadline at 6:30? No, the deadline is at 7. Is Johnson nailed? No, he's not nailed, but I think he's a very good option, even if he starts some games. Good 4.5 goal key for the blank Johnston. Kane and Son for De Bruyne and cheap striker. De Bruyne and cheap striker. Maybe Son next week, but at this week De Bruyne and cheap striker. But already told Tuhin, I think with the I've already said that with the Leicester team, I think they'll shuffle around with the top three, which is Madison, Barnes, and Vardy. But Madison, Vardy, and Tielemans will get rotated. Yes, Varun, I made my move. I think it's pretty much Mitchell out, Johnson in. Should I start Reese, James, or Ward-Prowse? Ward-Prowse. Bench boost in double game week, yes. Wilson for game week 18 is your call. You can probably bring him in. There's no harm with it. Kufal will play, yes, he will. Okay, so I'll be setting up my team, and I think I wouldn't be taking my chance with James. I think I'm gonna. I know Kufal will concede a goal. I am pretty much sure that that Adams will score, and I have a lot of players playing against each other. But I will take my chances. I will be playing. Martinez in goal, Kufal, Robertson, Diaz, Grealish, Fernandez, De Bruyne, Salah, Adams, Bamford, and Calvert-Lewin. I'm taking my chances benching James, and let's see how it goes. Lamptey to Robertson for a -4. Yes, do it. Will Mate be fit for the double game week? Can't say so at the moment. Only game week 17, Davis, DCL, and Kevin De Bruyne are out for Vardy, Rafinha, Adams. Yeah, do it. Uh, I think it's a good move. Wildcard team: McCarthy, Johnston, Taylor, Robert, Dallas, Justin, Kufal, Bruno, Salas, Bamford, Wood, Adams. 14.2 need two midfielders. Okay, you have Salah, Bruno, Son. You probably get in someone like Rafinha and another maybe ZH or Pulisic later on, or Madison at the moment. Bowen or Grealish. Grealish, is Cresswell a good option? Yes. Free hit in game week 17? No. Don't do that. Save it for 18. Johnston or Meslier? This week Meslier, but for the double game week Johnston. -4 for Vardy to Kane. Tough call. I mean, there's no point taking a -4 only if you want to captain him. Your call with the DCL movement. I'm playing DCL because they have a record of scoring against City. Firmino or Vardy? Vardy long term. Firmino isn't a great pick. Stones in the playing 11. Oba for captaincy? Definitely not. Uh, Bamford for triple captaincy 19 is a very differential move. Yeah, it's definitely risky. If Kane or Son get a goal involvement, your rank will drop by 100k at least. So yes, it's very risky, but it's worth the risk as well at the moment. Free hit in game week 18, bench boost in 19. Yes, Cancelo for Samedo, do it. Lamtica replacement would be someone like a Dyer, Kufal, or Stones. I'm not sure with Wadi, but I'm pretty much confident in my opinion. And it's a you can take your call. I mean, I think he won't play. If I was a Vardy owner, I would be worrying, and I wouldn't buy him for sure. Go for Dyer or Stones. I think Shreyas, Bowen or Benrama. Bowen. I am not sure if Benrama. The manager still trusts Benrama. Mahrez, I think, could start. Why not Bruno for captaincy for 18? 18 is a long time, mate. 7.3 million. Go for Madison. Maybe he'll not play this week, but he's a good overall midfielder. Maybe Grealish if you don't have him. El Ghazi is also an option. I would prefer El Ghazi on a wildcard over Grealish. Dyer to Dallas. That's not a move I want to make. No, I don't expect a big Aguero to happen against Newcastle. But let's see. If he starts, he might be scoring goals. Son, Salah, Bruno for captaincy. Salah, triple captain Salah or bench boost. Depends on your teammate. Bench boost probably if you have the players. Because I don't fancy Bruno at home against a defensive Wolves block. I think these players are much better. You can captain Bruno, there's no harm. But I think these three are better options. Wood or Barnes? Wood. Taylor or Tarkowski? Taylor. I have Grealish and Vardy. Two free transfers. Should I sell both? I would keep Grealish. Oba for captaincy, I wouldn't go there at all. Alioski at 4.4 million is a good. I don't have your captaincy picks. Who should I captain pick? Probably Son if you haven't. If you have Kevin De Bruyne, go there. If you don't have any of them, go Bruno. Bruno is also becoming a very pretty much safe captain option with the penalty, all of the penalty and assist go happening around him. Kevin De Bruyne is also a decent captaincy option. Vardy replacement, I would want to hold Vardy for game week 17 and 19. Okay, guys, we'll have to wrap up the stream here because of some other commitments. Uh, so, any last minute questions, if you have, you can put it in the chat. I'll take a couple of them and then we can shift. Thinking of moving DCL and taking Adams only. Should I save my transfer or take Adams? You can take Adams this week. If you want to move on to from DCL, do it this week. Sell DCL, have a double city defense. No, that's your call. Don't sell him just because you have a double city defense, but you can go ahead with that. Thanks, Varun. Predictions. We got the. I think we got a couple of them right last time as well. We got the Leeds one right, uh, and also the City one. I think I expected it to be a pretty 2-0 game. Trent or Robertson? Robertson. Uh, Thoughts on Firmino? I wouldn't pick him as an asset in my team. I'm not very confident of him. He's playing good, but I wouldn't pick him in the fantasy team. Vardy or Kane? Vardy long term. Castano likely to start. Yeah, I think he will. Robertson for captaincy is a big risk. Yes, he is definitely. Uh, Kyle Walker Peter to Dallas. I wouldn't do that move this week unnecessary. Bench. Kufal, I think. Vardy or Kane answer. Do you think Firmino starts this week? Yes, I think Liverpool will field a proper 11. Uh, is that your final team? Yes, this is my final team. I'm going to play Salah captain. Can't say Yota. I don't think Yota returns before the double game week. How are Saka and Gundogan for picks? Saka is decent. Gundogan is a no. Play McCarthy or Schmeichel. McCarthy maybe 50-50 calls. Schmeichel could get more clean sheet as well, but McCarthy to get more save points in my opinion. El Ghazi or Kufal bench Kufal. Okay, so my team final team is Martinez, Kufal, Robertson, Diaz, Grealish, Fernandes, De Bruyne, Salah, Adams, Bamford, and Calvert-Lewin. I'll be going captain Salah. And predictions for the day. I think Crystal Palace Leicester will be a tough call. I think it could be a 1-all. If not, maybe a Crystal Palace 1-0. Chelsea Aston Villa expected to be high scoring game, probably a 2-all or a 3-2 to Chelsea. Everton City, I'm pretty much sure a 2-0 or a 3-1 to City. Brighton Arsenal is a tricky one. I did try to study the game a bit, and I think Brighton could edge this game a 2-1 or a 2-0 or a 1-0. Burnley Sheffield United is an unpredictable one. I think I fancy Burnley to be to beat Sheffield 2-1 or 2-0. Southampton West Ham could be a draw, maybe a 1-all or 2-all draw. West Brom Leeds, there's nothing much. 1 or 2-0 to Leeds, I think. United Wolves, I think it could be 1-all or a 0-0. Spurs Fulham, maybe 1-0 to Spurs, if not a 0-0. And Newcastle Liverpool should be an easy walkover by Liverpool. I think at least 3 or 4 goals. Stones or Martinelli Stones, any watch along today? There's a possible watch along for Aston Villa Chelsea. We'll have to see because might have some work commitments. But apart from that, let's see. Mostly there will be a watch along for the Chelsea Aston Villa game. Should I buy Reece Williams? If you have Matip, definitely a good replacement for a couple of game weeks. Taylor or Tarkowski? Taylor. Okay, on that note, we shall wrap up the stream. Good luck for game week 16, guys. And if there is any team news, I'll be posting it on the Instagram story. So before the deadline, keep checking and refreshing the story if you haven't already. And do subscribe and also follow us on Instagram if you haven't. Until the next stream, this is FPL Tips signing off. Cheers. See, there won't be a Man City Everton watch along mostly because I have office tomorrow. Okay, on that note, bye.